Welcome everyone, I'm Addamere and this is level 1-9 of Plants vs. Zombies Game of the Year Edition. This is the first level to feature the Repeater, which is basically 2 pea shooters in one plant. It costs twice as much, fires twice as fast, pretty simple. Our loadout today will feature the pea shooter, the Repeater, and the snow pea. As with the snow pea, the increased cost of the Repeater doesn't allow us to completely replace the pea shooter for early defense. But when all 3 are combined, we're able to mount a formidable range defense at all stages of the game. As shown in the plant selection screen, we'll be facing a mix of basic zombies, conehead zombies, buckethead zombies, and the pole vaulting zombie. I toyed with the idea of bringing chompers or potato mines to deal with the tougher enemies, but I think walnuts and cherry bombs will be sufficient. Plus, this way we can really show off the combined firepower of the Repeater and snow pea. As shown in the level progress bar at the bottom right hand corner of the screen, this level features 2 huge waves of zombies. In general, we'd do well to have our defenses mostly in place in time for the first huge wave. That goal is made possible by our usual investment in sunflowers with pea shooters for early defense. But as we get further into the game, we're afforded less time before we have to deal with threatening enemies. In this case, a conehead zombie. We have enough sun for a snow pea, which coupled with the existing pea shooter secures that row against anything but a buckethead zombie. You'll notice that I made a bit of a mistake here. The snow pea should have ideally been placed in the 5th column, not the 4th. While we're waiting for the first huge wave, I fill in our defenses as necessary, with the goal of having 2 effective pea shooters per row. That can be handled with a pea shooter and a snow pea, or with a Repeater by itself, but not with 2 actual pea shooters. We don't want that, it would be redundant. The first huge wave of zombies begins with our defenses still somewhat haphazard. However, the bottom row is already well defended, so much so that the pole vaulting zombie leading the charge barely makes it 2 squares before dying. Similarly, the conehead zombie in the row above him takes a beating from the 3 effective pea shooters of firepower and dies before getting any further. During this phase, our column of Repeaters is completed, and shortly thereafter so too is a column of snow peas, thus reducing subsequent waves to a crawl. And once the column of snow peas is finished, it's time to fill our backmost column with Repeaters and replace the early pea shooters. Against such defenses, even the buckethead zombie is whittled to death before it can reach our front line. Here the recharge rate of our plants will become a limiting factor as we wait for the only one we want to build at this point, the Repeater. Were we in a more difficult level, or were I less insistent on everything lining up all neat and pretty, then our lawn would have more of a patchwork quality to it. But as it stands, everything is going to be ready in time for the final wave, and in fact, we will have a surplus to spend on cherry bombs should the wave become too large for us to handle. This right here is one of my favorite moments in the entire game, where the firepower available to us feels very strong and watching it work is just super relaxing. It turns out we don't even need walnuts to block off the zombies' advance, much less the emergency cherry bomb we have in reserve, as our defenses make short work of the final wave. But we'll place a cherry bomb anyway, because why not? With the final zombie dead, we are rewarded with something different. It's a note from the zombies threatening an imminent attack, which we'll see next level. Hey guys, if you liked this video, feel free to subscribe to my channel. For the next video in the series, click the button on your right. To go straight to the playlist, click the button on your left. I'm Addamere, and as always, thanks for watching.